Okay then guys, this is a smart worksheet for revision purposes for C1 Maths revision. A smart worksheet, or you can call it a live worksheet also. Basically it's a revision worksheet, and here's the template of it here in the user guide. It's going to be available on Google Play. In a few days time I'll be putting it up. Just type in C1 Maths, C1 space Maths into Google Play, and the icons, all my icons should, well, some of my icons should come up. Look out for the doggy icon. His name is Freddy, by the way. So whenever you see a Freddy, that'll be one of my apps, and you're very welcome to download any one or more of them. All my apps are free, and as I say, this one is for C1 Maths for the AQA examinations board. We're going through January 2012 and June 2012 C1 Maths papers here. The past paper PDFs are here and here for the respective papers, so you can click on those directly, download the PDFs and have a look at the paper, try the questions independently. Also there's PDFs here for mark schemes for both of the papers as well, so you can check your answers in written form here. Here's the actual paper itself though, and the idea here is you have got the question. When you've clicked on a question, it will show that you've had a look at it. Then you can press pause on the video to have a go at the question, and then resume play, so that you can check your solution comes out with the same answers as the online video solution here. So there's the arrangement then for the January and June 2012 papers, as I say. Any questions on this C1 topic? Then by all means give us a buzz, send us an email, append a picture, write out your question by hand, capture the picture, append it to this email, send it in, and I'll be, if I get time, I'll write you up a YouTube video solution for any questions that are sent in. There's resets, so you can reset any particular row, or reset all here so that you can have a fresh go. There'll be an arrangement of tools like integration, differentiation, maybe a plotter. I'll put up a selection of tools that are available here as well to help you with any work that you have to check your answers. Apps, I'll put a recommended app, and also my Android app developer page as well will be here. And any extras between now and the time I put it up on Google Play, I'll be sure to include those also. So just a quick word on C1 Maths. If you're going into a C1 Maths exam in the near future, I'd like to wish you all the best. Basically, it's a good idea at the start of the exam to read the questions just briefly. So read the paper briefly for a minute or two, and that will help you assimilate the paper's content. And thereby, even though you'll do certain questions first, the other questions that you've read, your brain will subconsciously be working on those, so that when you get to do them, you'll already be in some ways familiar with the content, and hopefully you'll have worked out some of the solutions. Of course, also in having reading through the paper, you can then choose the questions that you'd like to do. Often it's a good idea to choose questions at the beginning that you're confident with and that are relatively straightforward, so you can get off to as good as possible start. And the questions that are more bulky, time consuming, awkward or technically demanding, it's not a bad idea to leave them off to the more middle section of the paper. And so that's the approach generally that ones can take, of course, and it's entirely at your own discretion as to how you feel is best to go through the examination. But basically, when you finish the exam, if you finish early, then it's a no-no to go out. Don't go out early, but use the time to double check your answers. And when you've double checked everything and you've still got some time perhaps, then triple check, so that you can squeeze out every last possible mark, so you get the just desserts for your hard work. And then also, of course, when there's questions that you find that you can't do, certain questions will be difficult and you may not be able to do. Doesn't mean to say that you can't do the whole question. There may be parts in the question that you can continue to do. So look out for that. Even if you can't do this one, one of the parts, you may be able to do the subsequent parts of the particular question. So look out for that as well. Of course, when you have double checking and triple checking and the question says show that, and you've obtained the answer that they wanted, it's very unlikely that that would be incorrect in some way. So that would be a low priority in terms of double checking, wouldn't it? So you don't necessarily have to double check the whole of the paper and all of the questions when you do. So as I say, just like to wish you all the best then, guys, with any C1 exams you've got in the near future. Hope it goes well. And as I say, I hope you get the just desserts for your hard work. And hopefully I'll catch you again in another Smart Worksheet. Cheers.